I think probably the best artist, I say probably because it's not like I've really given this a ton of thought before, but I think the best artists in any genre know how to make those really sentimental songs where like you listen to by yourself and they're profound and they make you think, they're very thought provoking. But the same artist can make songs that are very anthemic and an entire crowd can sing together, and it's the kind of music you listen to with your friends in the car, or it's the kind of music that you like shuffle to really hard in a club.
Right.
So like there really isn't one that's better than the other. And they're best when they're paired together, especially in a live performance or in an album, because then you're getting the best of both worlds. It's not like you don't want to just be preached to with stories the whole time.
Right.
And you don't want to only be dancing. Like both have their time and place.
Right. I'm a big proponent of balance and everything, and that balance there is necessary for sure. So let me double back and ask you the same question. Who is the best live performance you've ever seen? And beyond that, that concept we were just talking about an artist who can tell a story but also get people moving. Who's the most prominent in that aspect that you know of or that you like to listen to?
Two names came to mind instantly.
So let me guess one of them.
Guess.
Porter Robinson?
No, I haven't seen Porter live, actually.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Skrillex and San Holo.
I should have guessed Skrillex.
I think you know Skrillex is my favorite artist, I think. I'm pretty biased there to say that he was one of my favorite live acts, if not the favorite. I saw him last year when I played at EDC. I was at Circuit Grounds and I got to see him for the first time. So it was just and that might be part of the reason that I thought it was so amazing, because it was my first time at EDC, my first time playing EDC.
The shock and awe in general.
Yeah. And I had never been in a crowd that big. I'd never seen a stage that tall.
Right.
So it was just just like sensory overload. Plus I get to see my favorite artist, and I knew I was playing the Art Car later that night. So it was just a very euphoric memory, a very euphoric few hours.
Right.
But his sets, I've seen his sets online before, and like I'll just like be cleaning my room or doing chores, and I'll turn it on and I'll catch myself dancing because I just love the music so much. He does a great job at blending story with just like hype. He does and he's a really good MC at the same time.
Right.
His performances are wild. In fact, before we just called, coincidentally, I was listening to his set from Ultra.
Oh, that's
2015.
Awesome. That's awesome.
So that was incredible. And then where was it? I think it was Gold Rush 2017. I think.
So if you're going to cite San Holo's set from Gold Rush 2017, I'm going to fully agree with you because I was there.
And we were hanging out. I think we were in the same group that for those few hours at the main stage.
Yep. That was incredible.
Dude, it was unreal. I'll never forget. He finished playing one of his tracks, and then before he hit play on a different song, he just started playing some random little tune on his guitar. And he was like, sorry guys, just like felt like playing that, like just like felt a little bit inspired. Just thought I'd play that for a minute.
Yep.
And that was a really looking back, I think that has really informed a lot of my decisions musically so far is San's performance, and also where I plan to take Ekonovah in the future with, I don't want to reveal too much yet, but with some live components that I see myself using in the future. So those two performances, if I could marry that San Holo performance and the Skrillex performance and then change the music to house, that's where I'll be. That's what I'll be doing.
It's a good thing you have those two examples to set for yourself, because now it feels like you have a decent picture of what you want to shoot for.
Totally, yeah. It's really clear in my mind, and I feel bad for artists in the past. Like in this time, am fortunate enough that I get to consume music from amazing artists like San Holo and Skrillex, because now I can use what they've made to inspire where I want to go.
Right.
And at least. And I only mean in the EDM sphere. At the time, they didn't have people to look up to in that same, or they didn't have such a big pool to observe from. Like they had
much smaller sample size.
Yeah, they had to pioneer that path to get to where they are. So it's cool to just look at some of these top names and then hybridize them and kind of say I like the hybrid. Maybe I'll just do that.
Right. Right. I mean, I guess that's a big component of being a creative in the first place. You know what I mean? And I've talked about this on the podcast before in regards to what it means to grow as a person, not as a creative, but it applies to creativity as well, I guess, because you want to be able to take bits and pieces from different things that inspire you and create your own image out of it, you know?
Totally.
So,
which is probably, if not the only, just one of a few ways that creativity is even birthed. Right. Is just from just using stepping stones, finding that inspiration, kind of how we talked about earlier.